It's like a miracle, it will disappear. It's like the miracle.
Magic only truly exists in one place, the human mind. None of this stuff is real, and none of it is.
Life will never be the same. Life
All right, try that. Here we are. Man, StreamYard. What are we going to do? Go to StreamYard. Doing a restream. Pickling. I hope everybody's having an awesome day. I know I have. It's been a hectic week. Spring is on the way here. Spring is sprung. So how's everybody doing tonight? Been watching the war lately. I think it's going to have anything to do with us. It does. But the very wealthy people who are in power actually can get away with this stuff. Hey, it's Chris. Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, man.
Chris.
How's it going? Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Take a week off and then everything falls apart.
Yeah. Did it?
No, I've been busy. Life hasn't fell apart yet.
Get your stuff fixed or
Not exactly, but I
progress?
got more hours and I'm working my ass off. That's what's happening.
No.
I need money though. Money's always good when you need stuff, you know?
I finished a project. Now I got downtime.
Oh, nice. Did you make any videos or anything? Because I didn't see anything come out.
No, I didn't go to that thing, man.
Oh, you didn't?
I wasn't feeling good this weekend, and my phone service wasn't really working anyway, so I couldn't live stream it as it was. And like Monday, I came down with like a fever, a high temperature. I'm just now starting to feel a little better. I'm still have a little high temperature.
Yeah, no, it's been going around. Like people are getting sick all the time now. And I've been noticing something else too. Check this out. Like when I'm in the house, like late night, and if I'm up and awake, like I can hear a hum in my living room, inside of my head. You can feel a resonant. You know what I'm talking about? I think they're changing the frequencies on the Wi-Fi systems and the microwaves. It's causing people to get sick. That's my opinion.
It's at 6 gig. They got 6 gigahertz now, which is already microwave. Yeah. See now, I hear they're coming out with Wi-Fi 7. Excuse me, Wi-Fi 7.
Sweet.
Which I don't know if it's 7 gigahertz because I don't know if you have any like new devices, but 6 gigahertz. Like I'll walk from my bedroom to my kitchen and I lose. I'm like half strength signal. Like it's only got a range of like 40 feet, 20. Yeah. So I can imagine what Wi-Fi 7 is supposed to be like. If you move more than 10 feet away from your router, you'd probably lose signal. But it's so strong. It's such a strong signal. It's unhealthy.
Yeah. My router is like 7 feet away from me right now. And that's across the room.
Yeah, well, like 2.4 gigahertz, I could be a quarter of a mile down the road and get it. And then 5 gigahertz, you got to be, closer. And then 6 gigahertz, I'm at like 20 feet and I'm losing signal. It's like faster, but it's like a, shorter distance that you can pick up the signal.
Yeah, I get you. So I've been wanting to touch on some of the political things that are going on, especially with the war, before I get started on the stream. What do you think about Zionists?
I don't even know what the heck is a Zionist, a Jewish guy or something?
No. A Zionist is an organization here in America for the most part, and they work with Israel as a state and with Britain. They have a political agenda, and they're behind a lot of the stuff that's going on with this war now.
I think anybody that doesn't accept Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior, they're wrong.
I'm glad you said that.
They're wrong, man.
Yeah, I know. And they're pushing this whole, end times agenda almost. It's like there's a lot of people that are. And I think if it's supernatural, and God is supernatural, right? You agree?
Yeah, I am a Trinitarian.
Mm-hmm. So if he's bringing past Christ coming back and Revelation's prophecies being fulfilled, he'll do that. He doesn't need people's help. Huh?
No.
What you're seeing now is people doing it. We're pushing that Greater Israel project. They want the whole promised land, you might say.
Yeah, well, I
There's a
think
lot
the
of black blood
Jewish
over there.
people, I believe that hopefully, I mean, there's always time before they pass or whatever, that they will accept Jesus as the Messiah. You know,
Even
that
Jews
they have.
too. Absolutely. All of them.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully, because
Well,
he
that's
is,
on
and
you if you don't. You know, I mean, sheesh. But I think what's happening with the state of Israel has nothing to do with Revelations or end time prophecies. They declared war on Iran. They didn't have to kill their supreme leader or bomb and attack the straits so they could steal oil. It has nothing to do with Christ or his coming or anything. It's nuts, you know.
yeah.
They're manufacturing a war now. But anyways,
Well, they always got false flags. I feel like this is just another one of those. Like, I would say, I mean, in my personal opinion, Iran never even did anything to Israel, and it was all like false
there's
flag agenda
factions.
stuff to
There's
meet
factions
their.
over there that like Hermos and not Hermos, but what do you call them? Hamas and other people that they've been fighting back and forth, like the what's the Israeli Mossad, back and forth. Been going at it forever. It has nothing to do with God.
Yeah, dang, I'm not sure because I haven't been following it.
Well,
I
they've been
don't
doing it
know.
since the '70s, since I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Palestine versus Israel, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah. So, how do you get peace in the Middle East? Christ needs to come back. There you go. I'm just saying. But right now, they're getting a taste of their own medicine. That's all I'm saying.
What is
I
I think
literally, I look at some of the Tel Aviv bombing sites and stuff, man. It's horrible. It ain't good. Iran's taking a toll on them. It's like after the fact, you know. They wait till all the media shit dies down. You look back and you'll see the damages they're doing with their missiles and stuff.
it's just like a political thing that they're doing to play to control people's minds and get people in favor. Because the U.S. we could just go in there and just roll them over instantly. Iran has no military that can, even put up a fight against the U.S.
Iran?
We could do it real fast and swift, but they're drawing it out to make this big whole political scene.
Well, think about
to
Vietnam, right?
make
Think
it
about what
seem like
happened
it's
there.
a right. Like they're doing the right thing. Yeah, what?
Well, Vietnam took forever,
Vietnam.
man. They were insurgents in there. They dug in. It's their home, dude. They're not going to let them walk in there. They just got hate on, man.
They were also fighting like China as well. It wasn't just Vietnam. It was just Vietnam. And they'd be wiped off. They'd be wiped clean, man. But they had China, supplying them. We were fighting China. It wasn't just Vietnam.
Oh, Japan and China have been fighting forever.
Or it was just a double-sided war, like it always is.
I gotta pull my nose.
Owned by the same people. We'll just make everyone.
Are you saying like
everyone fight?
Starts with an R, maybe they have a bank, huge banking institution with lots of money. All right, you mentioned those people.
Starts with an R.
Yeah,
possibly. I mean, possibly.
Yeah. I'll just give my 2 cents on it before I get started on the show.
Speaking of R's, dude, we gotta watch. The funniest thing I've seen lately is that robot video. That is funny. I sent you.
Oh, you did?
Huh. Yeah, I sent you a link.
Dude, I've been.
Oh no! Do I have to post it in the chat?
You can stick it back here. I can get it right here.
No,
I can't really get it off the phone.
Okay.
Give me a second.
All you have to do is just type in "robot slaps kid in China." Speaking of China,
okay, this is a good video.
Robot. It's actually funny. The closer I looked to it, I was like, it's almost like it's meant to be like it's like a set. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, while we're doing
it's like a setup.
I'll play one of Jermaine. This is the new ones. He's got PJ's Moon here. Check this out. Have you seen this one?
No, Effie Nation just posted a link. He said, "This is my Star Trails lapse video. Over 20 stars don't move, including the Big Dipper." Okay, I don't understand that, Effie Nation.
Oh, did you watch
because
it?
the stars in the
I
sky
heard-
move.
Watched it yet.
I saw. Yeah, I didn't see that, but I heard like him post it or something. Did you watch it,
No,
Chris?
I
Oh,
just
okay.
seen
You didn't watch it.
posted it in chat. I don't
Grab it.
understand it. Maybe if I watched the video, I would, but I don't get what he's saying.
Yeah, maybe there's stars that don't actually move during the
Yeah.
time lapse.
Yeah, there's probably like different layers of stars. I think not all of them are in motion. And then some boy tried to tell me that they teleport the next morning.
They teleport, like
I've-
the stars
Agreed.
teleport. You said.
for the next day.
I mean, they
That's
all
funny.
move. All the stars move. Yeah.
We'll try to hand that shit to Arwen. Remember back in the day? You live on a cylinder.
Yeah, Chris. I don't remember ever seeing stars not moving. So like, or it could be
Yeah.
a satellite. I mean, think about
There-
it. There's tons of satellites.
They're called
Just-
fixed stars because they're fixed in position, not in space. I guess you could say. I don't know.
There are
Well, Well, even Polaris moves, but I'm saying though is
Really?
geostationary. Think about the geostationary satellites. They probably look like they're not moving if you have a time lapse, right? So that would probably be what that is. And they're probably on some kind of balloon or hover, whatever.
Balloons.
Probably not even balloons anymore. I mean, think about it. You just have drones, dude. You have solar powered drones that just stay up there for as long as they need to be.
His video is too short to tell.
Yeah. I don't
Carl's.
know, man. You gotta have some kind of atmosphere for propulsion. So I don't know how high they're. taking
Well,
these
you just
things.
put
They
'em
gotta
up
be pretty
there.
close for drones.
Yeah, definitely very close. I'm saying they're probably levitating, whatever, you get your freaking direct TV from.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they got the freaking, have you ever seen, everybody's got their little satellites all southwest, southwest, right? And they're all pointing the same direction. So it's going towards probably like multiple drones, I would say, that are just up there, but
Oh.
it's definitely
There's
not.
a company that does
road-
that with satellite
they're
balloons.
They're never aimed more than 45 degrees in the air.
And there's only like 6 satellites that are like working at some times, and not barely any.
Yeah, the best part is the satellite dishes are never pointed up. It's like that's one of the ones that like blew my mind. I'm like, wait a second, that's true. What if there were real things orbiting, or they're like linking to or something? You would most likely be almost directly up, not almost directly, like
But
just
I mean,
a little bit
it's
off of.
Because you're on an
Away from
angled
the Earth,
sphere, right?
outer
You're on a
space.
curved surface, The Earth there's a
Yeah,
curve.
then it would be all like wonky donk. Like think about it, like they would all be in different directions then, like if it was all curving around and spinning around and everything. It's
Well, you-
so
you-
ridiculous.
Straight up from the curve, because you're on the arc already. Yeah, you're not. I think I looked into DirecTV satellites. They had like 6 and 6 in the back, 12 altogether. 6 were inactive, and there's another company that actually they can put them up in a location for like 4 months at a time. They find out.
Dude, hold on. Why is Effie Nation? Oh, Effie Nation is saying that the Big Dipper was not moving. Is that what he's saying?
I looked at the video. I couldn't tell because it's like really short. You can't really see what's
Oh.
happening.
Because he just said that. So the Big Dipper is satellites. Like, where did that even come from?
Did you
Carl,
say
why did you even say that? Did somebody say something like that?
that? I didn't.
No, we gotta watch your video, Effie Nation, and understand what you're trying to say. Because I mean,
Kind of
just
confusing.
texting something, it's hard to understand, without
You should come in and explain it, Carl.
like when
There's
we're
a link
talking
out
on the
there in the
panels.
Did I?
No,
pin the
just
link?
watch this video. Just like watch this video then.
It's
wanna
like
see-
taken out of context, is what I'm saying. We don't.
Well, I don't want to take it out of
Yeah.
context at all. I want to see what he's talking about. But I mean, it's like
Yeah, okay.
20 seconds, dude. Like, click.
No, okay.
Well, it's a time lapse, so it's like probably
Really, I
like
have to
2
slow
hour.
it down.
Is it
Yeah.
is it like a 2 hour time lapse? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Grand total of this thing is like 5 seconds. Too. Oh, look
Yeah,
at
but
it.
it's a time lapse, is
Yeah, I know.
what
But
Scott's saying.
it goes real fast. It doesn't go all the way around in rotation. I'm just trying to make out what he's talking about. But Jim did another good job of a moonshot, I guess, didn't he? They got tired of making fun of Mikey. PJ's like, oh, make some videos like your stars and stuff, man. You want to see that? Don't want to see Mikey dressed up like Sailor Moon.
yeah, what was that all about? I don't even know.
Oh, they're back and forth in the chat.
Yeah, it's just becoming
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Oh, yeah. Kind of.
Like, you know, the whole like Mikey and anus guy,
Back and forth, man. Yeah.
the anus.
The anus.
He has been making cool AI videos, though.
No, yeah. I mean, it's
I
easy to
think-
do now. All you got to do is get on an AI program. You can make a video.
Yeah, I seen a post that they're shutting down Sora or something. I don't know if that's true, but
Well, thank you, Mr. Anus. That was nice. Let's look at
I
Carl.
use Sora quite often.
I've never used any of them. I don't want to do it.
You've seen some of my videos,
Yeah.
and I don't claim they're real. It's purposely done that way. I prompted it.
They're
to
kind of funny, dude. Yeah.
make it do that.
The Video Project 11. Okay, this is what this is called. I don't know what it. I guess it's Carl's. What do you notice? You ready?
Oh, is this where? Okay, so maybe.
We'll slow it down because he goes way too fast.
So he's saying that I think that some of the stars don't move in the time lapse.
Should I take it down to 3.0?
You're gonna slow it down. Okay, yeah, sure.
It's
slow it
I
all.
watched it, dude. It's fast. I couldn't make out what's going on.
Okay, let's see. Well, I haven't seen it yet.
There we go. That's it.
I think you went 3 times fast.
Oh, yeah, I did,
Because
didn't
that
I?
was
Yeah.
not 5 seconds.
Yeah, those.
I was about to say, Roger, you're backwards.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I
point,
don't- yeah,
point, 0.25. Yeah, go way back down to 0.25.
That's normal.
Yeah.
How do you
I
go
went to
below-
3. Let's go the other direction. I need to slow down, right?
It's a percentage.
There you go.
It's math, Roger. It's math.
Yeah, I know math. Yeah, math is
doing-
actually easy. And if you had to do a math and you want to be correct, right? Think about this: what's better for measurements? What's better for accuracy? Measurements or calculations?
For accuracy, it depends on what you're trying to. Like, what are you doing? I mean,
Well,
if you're
what
measuring
is not
something,
moving?
if you're actually measuring distances and finding your locations and stuff, what would be more accurate, calculations or measurements?
well,
Did you
of
see a
course,
difference
measurements are different than calculations.
Well, measurements are actually you'll find what you're trying to calculate your location by. Something.
Technically, a calculation is a type of measurement, but a measurement is not a calculation sometimes because
Yeah,
you're
but I
not
mean,
really calculating.
if you're measuring distance over a measurement, right? And you're calculating a distance to another point, right? That's what you're doing. Basically, with triangulation or whatever. You're
Okay,
using.
well, yeah, that's trigonometry then. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But, I mean,
calculations. Yeah,
if you have a solid measurement when you're doing it, instead of just calculating a guess distance at it, if you can actually measure that distance, it's more accurate, right?
yeah, you're talking about a linear situation, which is measuring, not calculating, because all you're saying is like, what is this per foot or mile or whatever.
So I think measurements would be a lot more accurate, especially within any genre, building.
It's a more basic, yeah, it's a more basic mathematical system. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I got Derek in here now. Derek and Dr. Bass. Hey, Dr. Bass.
After
Hey,
Nathan,
Derek.
I did not see any stars that were not moving.
Yeah, I thought they all looked like they were in rotation, didn't they? Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Carl, look at the stars not moving. He said
Explain it.
it was too fast. I guess, Carl. Maybe is that what it was?
I don't know. Did he go to the north and or did he just take a video from the north and slow it down or speed it up or whatever? I don't know. I'm confused.
You would have to explain to us, like
What you're talking about? Yeah.
probably verbally, because I don't know if you can even explain that through text.
Well, I'm not going to pull a Dave Chappelle. What was his password he gave out? If he's ever in trouble, anybody know? I stand with Israel.
What?
That's what Dave Chappelle did. He was doing a comedy skit, and he's like, if they
I
ever
don't
got
remember that one.
Yeah.
I don't remember him saying that. Oh, it was on one of the new ones then, right?
yeah, it was after Kirk got.
Oh, it was after the Kirky thing?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So I mean,
I'm
I'm
Rick
not
James,
gonna-
bitch.
See, that's my time. Yeah, I'm talking 20 years ago. Back when I used to watch him. So always watch that show.
Red
it was
Ball
funny back then.
gives
was
you
funny.
gives you wings. Remember that? It's cracking a can.
Oh yeah, what was the guy's name?
Tyrone.
One
Biggins.
who's-
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyrone Biggins. Was that what it was?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's so funny. My friend's name is Nolan Biggins, but he's white.
So I want to go back to Fantasy Island. We'll finish that.
But
Thing.
you're going back to that again,
Yeah, I'm rounding it off. I'm going to change the whole what I'm going to be doing. In the next
dude.
couple
You got to watch the robot video though. It's funny. It's
yeah, sorry,
hilarious.
yeah.
All you have to
What's
do
the
is
name?
look up robot slaps
Video.
kid
Yeah.
in China.
Huh.
Well, there's
FB
two things
Nation.
involved. Oh wait, are we talking about FB Nation again? I'm
He said
calling
he's
on.
trying to ring
Oh,
in.
on me. Oh, on me.
Who's trying to ring in?
FB Nation, Carl.
You're trying to come in? Is that what
That's what he says. He says
Okay,
he's
I don't
calling.
see him coming in. Hold on, let me just check.
He says, "I'm calling in on meat."
Okay, crap. It didn't. Let me join in again. It hangs up every once in a while. Tell him I'm getting there. Ring.
Mine will do that too.
Oh,
You
there he
gotta go in the settings and turn it off. Do not disconnect from call if it's idle or something.
It idles like that. I'm gonna let Carl in.
Is there a button or something? You said.
Button. Hey, Carl, how you doing?
Oh, he's in. Okay, he's in the
I'll get you a
backstage.
link. You come out
He's
front.
backstage.
Yeah, with me it'll disconnect you if it's just
I'm gonna
idle
get-
sitting there. But you can change a setting that'll
Well,
not do that.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a
Oh,
link.
okay.
We'll talk about it up front. Hold on. And come into this is my troll trap.
But he should know about this by now. We've been doing this for 6 months or 4 months.
I got you.
4
All right,
months.
Carl. The link, you see it? It should be in the back chat. Yeah. You don't see it? It says, it's a in-call message. Yeah. You got it? All right. Ding, 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 ding. When you get out of there, hang up in there. Okay.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, I've been watching a lot of Florida skate contests, man. They're still going right now for some reason. I don't know. Swamp Fest, and there was another one. There was some competition they did. Oh, there he is. There's Carl.
Oh yeah, I saw Swamp Fest. That was pretty funny. Carl,
Hey,
Hey,
what's
Carl.
up?
No, not
what's
much.
up, man?
I'm trying to figure out why it's not. I'm trying to get off that other app.
There should be a red button on the side at the bottom in the right-hand corner. Just hit the red button.
Yeah, but it took me to a whole different thing, man.
I have no idea.
Wait, can you mute the? Oh, he's gone.
Damn it,
Did
Carl.
he just? Was he just watching it, or was it like stuck on that app? And Is that what he was?
He's in there. He's trying to get out of that room to come into our room.
Yeah, but I think he's got his computer running because you could hear it in the background too. So I don't know. Maybe he was like, you know what I mean, on YouTube, and then it was playing back.
I'm just worn out from yesterday. I literally worked, I think, 8.5 hours, and from start to finish, I was not stopped making sandwiches. From go to
It was a nonstop. We have the meat situation.
oh yeah, I don't know why.
They said you have the meats, so apparently everybody wanted the meats.
That's not our motto anymore. I forgot what we're going with now.
Oh, that was a good one though.
It was a good
We have the meat. I mean, the commercials were. I mean, kind of funny actually.
one. They were making.
Remember the
kinda
commercials? Like
They got
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, they had a couple like a year ago. They had one that, like, if you want to get the meat sweats, come to Arby's.
Yeah, like stuff like that was kind of funny. Yeah.
Carl's
It's
back.
like they're just kind of making a joke about pretty much getting fat. All right, did you figure it out, Carl?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was on my tab, and it directs you when you go from one, it takes you out of that page, and then you got to go back to it. It sucks.
So now you have something running in the background we can hear.
Yeah. Hang on a second. I got.
Yeah, turn that down. Yeah, there you go.
Hey man, did you get a chance to go to that meetup in Knoxville?
Yeah, I was there. I was there on Saturday. Me and Valley was there all day.
Okay.
I got there about 11:30. We left about 5:30ish or so,
Mhm.
and everybody said it was going to be there the next day on Sunday, and we were supposed to hang out with the church people across the street.
Yeah.
And me and Valley went there. Actually, we at Clancy's, 604, South Gay Street, and we was there. We hung out. Nobody showed up. The bartender, I had this. Remember that poster that I showed you, Roger?
Yeah.
With Jupiter and the moon right next to each other. You should see the pictures I got tonight. Oh, it's
Nice.
But it's so cloudy right now. They're like hiding shit, but that's okay.
So no
one
Mark
of the
Sargent?
bartenders there, I gave her my poster, signed it for her and shit. We had a great time. It was awesome, man.
Nice.
Flat smack. Some people was getting it, some people didn't. And they looked at it, but they're how the indoctrination sets in, right?
So what is next to the moon right now? I see it. Is it Jupiter?
Jupiter, yes, sir.
Oh, is that? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's definitely bright too.
Okay, where you at?
I'm in North Carolina. I'm just like
North Carolina. Which side is it on, left or right?
Oh, it's on the left for me. Yeah.
It's on the left.
Yep,
You
bright,
right now.
very bright too. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, Carl.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull this thing back up again and show
All right.
me what you're talking about.
Upper
Okay.
left.
Okay, upper
All right,
left.
Mark-
Okay.
All right. Was Mark Sargent there?
No.
Oh,
No, Mark
okay.
Sargent. Damn it.
Dude, I was sick,
No.
man. I started getting sick and I came out with a fever on Monday. But anyways, that's why I didn't show up. I wasn't feeling good at all, man.
That's
Anyway.
a shame. All right. Here we go, Carl. We'll see. This
Yeah,
thing.
and me and Valley was the only one that showed up on Sunday and represented.
Is this a like a longer video, or
Let's say
Well,
one.
okay, now stop it right there. Just stop it from the get go.
Okay.
Now look
I'm
at
not
now look at all the stars that you see in that picture.
Okay. We're looking
The
at
one on the one on the left, right there.
Okay.
Okay, at the bottom. Okay,
The brightest
now
one?
that
Yeah.
the bright one on the bottom left.
Right here. Right. You see my mouth?
Let's see. Yeah, on the bottom left. Now watch those stars. When you start it up, now to the right of that star on the not the very bottom, but the one about I don't know a quarter way. That one right there. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now see that one. Now to the right of that, you think that right there would be because this star don't move. Okay. Okay. Now go to your right.
Okay.
Go to your right. Now you see those other stars?
Up here.
Those that's the Big Dipper on the right. Keep going.
Okay,
You
I
see
see
the
it.
cradle? Okay. You follow that out. That looks like okay. Now you watch, everything else is going to rotate around another one to the right of that star on the left, that first one that you was looking at,
Okay.
which is Polaris, right? But
Okay,
watch
yeah,
that
I
one.
believe
It
it.
doesn't move. And then those stars right there, they don't move. Okay.
Got it.
And there's more over here to the right. All the ones that you see right now, they don't move at all. That are
Cool.
bright.
I got
Watch
you. So
and
there's
see.
certain stars that do and certain stars that don't. Yeah.
Yep. And watch,
Roger,
man.
play
It's
it at-
crazy.
Really slow. Did you
I
put
got it
on-
as
Really
slow as I
slow.
can get it, dude.
Well, you
It's
can just
really-
watch
Okay,
the
cool.
stars and they don't fucking move.
Cool, yeah. Let's
All right,
watch it really slow.
Here
Cool.
we go. Yeah, I get it, Carl. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You see what he's talking about? Like here,
Yeah,
here.
I
here,
still,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, those stars ain't fucking moving, bro. I got that from. I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
Listen,
I see that. Yeah.
I filmed it. I filmed it before. I've never caught that. I got watch. They don't move.
I had a feeling there's a lot more fixed stars than they tell us because it's even in the almanacs. There's like a
That's
list.
parallax right there, sunshine.
Sunshine. Who you calling Sunshine, man? Calm down.
Roger Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Hey, that's
Like,
over
that's
50
software
minutes,
did
and
you
they're
use?
not moving.
Yeah.
And Valley was with me, and they're not moving. And I've never seen that before ever. And I've filmed them before, and they all moved. But
Well,
from
I've never-
that
I've never
day,
got to meet
they
Valley.
did not move.
Yeah.
Valley
How was-
Parks.
How is Valley doing? I've
She's
talked
doing
to
great,
her
man.
online. Yeah.
She's
I've
doing really
heard-
great. Well, you know, as we was coming back from Globe, or whatever,
I've been to Globe,
you
man.
know, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know where it
And
is.
you know, her truck had a little mishap. It sprung a rear seal leak for some odd reason.
Well, that sucks.
We don't know because it wasn't leaking prior to taking it in to get the oil changed.
In Globe out near Holbrook somewhere, I think.
I don't.
It's out on the
Maybe.
reservation almost.
I don't
Yeah.
know if every. Oh man, it's in the middle. No man.
It's Arizona, man. I know it well. Lived there for 22 years, dude.
Have you ever noticed stars not to move before in any
Any other
video?
videos? Yeah, the videos
Anybody's
are weird.
none.
I'm not saying, hey, look, there's not, but the fact is, they're not all the stars are in the same rotation or even moving for that matter.
Yeah, but no, dude. Every time I've ever seen a man within us, not even as soon as they start, they're all rotating at the same time. Every
So
video I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
usually, yes. Usually it's
Yes.
true. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I
why
it
we
think
is.
need to
it's
go
something
out
to do
and
with
look
the
for.
sound.
Dude, I don't know what I caught that night from
It's like
Roswell,
maybe
New
exposure.
Mexico.
How was
Yeah.
your exp-
No,
it was
look,
overexposed,
no, watch
but
it
like-
again. Then watch it again, and you'll see a plane come across, and it was
Yeah.
okay. There was over 50 minutes. Listen, that plane is 2.5 seconds of it. Okay, so that's
How is that
over
possible?
20 to 25 minutes of the plane going across level. So how long is 20 minutes of a flight at 500 miles an hour?
Oh no, it's totally true. I mean, dude, seriously, I don't remember seeing only Polaris looks like it's not moving, but every other star has a line with a time lapse,
That tells me that we're not rotating.
Well,
No
I've
kidding.
seen a few.
We're
dots.
definitely not rotating.
I've seen a few.
We're not
dots, it's
rotating it.
still
We're
there.
not twirling.
But it could be some kind of error software thing. Because I mean,
No, it's not an error of software,
I-
dude. That's raw data. How could it be? How could that be? If it's got the plane, it's got everything else. It's got the plane coming across, and you're telling me that it's a software data when I've
Yeah, 'cause I
had
look
the
at the stars
same.
every
I've
night
had
with
the
my own
same
eyes.
thing, and it's not. And it's the last time that I did the star trails. I've got several of them on my channel. Every one of them's always moved, always. And I
Maybe-
can go out there and do it
That's-
again.
that's
and
very-
they're
yeah,
moving.
it's very
You
weird,
know-
yeah.
I
you
even
Kim.
did Venus that night, and it was moving. So and everything. So no,
Well, Venus is out now, man. I love Venus.
So what I'm thinking is has something to do with the equinox because it's right now, right? Spring equinox.
It just happened a few days. Well, it was a week ago, 21st.
I don't
So-
know. I've never seen anything like that in my life where things stop moving. And have you ever noticed sometimes you go outside and you go, man, it looks like the moon stopped moving or this has stopped moving? Have you
Not
ever,
very
you
So,
often.
ever
so
like really
because I mean,
thought about
the Big
that?
Dipper is very, very easy to spot in the sky. So, were you looking at it and seeing stars overlapping the Big Dipper with your own eyes without looking through any lensing
It,
cameras or?
yeah, even Valley Park was like, that star's not moving. Why aren't those stars moving? And then we're seeing some of them that's fucking just cruising. Like we was watching uh, Orion's Belt, right? And we was sitting there watching it the night before, and it was like it was cruising so fast. It was from here to here in the sky, and it shouldn't have been like that in an hour, right? And it fucking went to the horizon and it zipped off. And it's just like when I was filming Venus the other day with the same time lapse, because I was doing a live during this presentation. When I was doing this, I was live in New Mexico from out there where we was filming from. And you can even see Venus, man. It speeds up and slows down, speeds up and slows down, and even in the pictures.
All right. Well, that is very interesting, Carl. Where did the Scott go?
I'm sorry.
Scott disappeared. Scott, come back.
Okay.
Oh,
What will I do without him?
I do not recommend that, Roger, researching flat Earth.
Oh, why not?
Yeah,
Come on.
because you're
Well-
gonna get controlled opposition and stuff and make it
Oh,
look
damn
stupid these days.
I know that nobody's ever
I-
seen that before. Nobody
I've-
has ever, because I always say all the star trails move at the same fucking time. And
Dude, I heard
That's
there's
not
like
the
there's an
fucking case.
area over South America that actually has its own center point of rotation. There's like one little cluster of stars that does that.
well, actually, I've filmed it from right here, where if I film to the southwest from here, southwest, you'll actually see the stars go to the left and some go to the right. It's like they got a split.
There's a lot
thing.
of anomalies in the skies that we don't see. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's another like the Southern Cross actually supposedly rotates in its own little center point some way. It does like a circle. It flips upside down almost over
Dude,
time.
I see a lot of
picture.
cool like shooting stars, but not just shooting stars, but very slow moving shooting stars, like lights in the sky, like anomalies like that. Not like fixed stars, like literally fixed in the sky, but like shooting stars that are slow moving ones, or they'll appear, disappear, but they're, they don't zip across the sky. They just slowly move. But like, yeah, weird lights with my own eyes, not optics or telescopes or anything. Just staring at the sky, stargazing.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with my camera. It takes great pictures. I've never seen that before, like I said. And it's over 50 minutes that those objects ain't moving.
Yeah.
I've never, ever seen that before in my life. And I'll take it. I'm going to take another one.
Right.
As soon as it clears up, I'll take one in a couple days or a day or two and see if I get the same effect. If I get the same effect, then maybe it could be my camera. But if it's rotating that day and that day it wasn't, that tells me something.
What do you use? What camera? What
He's got a
P900,
P900, right?
to capture it?
Yeah. P900, that thing will lie.
So there's a setting in the P900 that does that.
No.
You just record.
There's
how do you
Star
do-
Trail. It takes the Star Trails, yes.
There's time lapse. Yeah.
Time lapse.
Okay.
It's 150 minute time lapse, but I only got 50 minutes because of my battery was like.
That sucks, dude. I wish you had the whole night. Do
yeah,
it again.
I wish I would too, but 50 minutes though, in 50 minutes, you seen how far they moved, everything else, but those stars didn't move nothing
That's a lot of
in
time.
50 minutes. That is normally when you start the Star Trail thing up, if it's moving, it shows them all at consistently
Yeah,
at the
exposure's
same time moving.
That's
I
very
see what you're
interesting,
saying,
man.
man.
That is pretty
I
cool.
seen it.
So you want to watch a robot slap a kid? Anybody up for it? Scott wanted to watch this. I don't know why. Said it's funny. You ready?
Man, are these? I think these robots are AI, man. I
Yeah, I
don't
think so
think they're.
too.
Yeah,
But let's get a laugh out of it. This is in the sun, so you got to trust it. Never mind.
that was AI.
That does look like AI, doesn't it?
Yeah, it spun way too fast.
Uh-huh.
I don't think they got any real, like,
there it is.
actual
They slapped it
robot,
right there. Yeah,
doing
that's
any of
totally
this
funny.
stuff.
All right. So everybody's getting a kick out of that. Oh, wait a minute. I'm good with what?
Like the Tesla robot, they're all fake.
Yeah.
Tesla, whatever they call them.
Why are they always
What do
in
they call it?
China?
Megatron or
Yeah.
something.
Or they're running down the street and getting spastic. That's
Yeah, well, I don't know. They had that rope up there, and he was hitting that rope, that little guardrail thing.
Yeah.
And every time he was rotating it, it was bobbing back and forth. So
I watched one have like a seizure one day, laying on the ground, just kicking and screaming. That was funny. So Carl,
Chinatown restaurant.
have you ever watched Scam-Arctica yourself? You ever seen any of that? This is a Space Busters. They did a series called Scam-Arctica. They had 3 of them. Anybody there?
Oh well, I mean,
I'm still going to finish.
Yeah, I think I remember watching some of that.
Yeah,
but I don't think I watched it all.
Oh, he takes like the Mariner's Almanacs and he's comparing distances on the globe model versus the azimuth, and the distances don't match up on the globe for some reason. These are actual travel distances measured, and latitude, and longitude, and everything. So the globe model is not very consistent. He does a lot more than that. He'll show you there's no actual curvature measured anywhere on Earth. Like, he'll walk you through the math, distance, and what kind of arc you'd have to have. And they're trying to say that water bends. That's their next claim. That's what they try to go to. And he shows how the water does not bend from sea level. Yeah, just by measuring it. Yeah,
it bends with waves.
Yeah. That's not curving.
Waves and current. Waves and current. As long as we agree with that, Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, so I've just been reviewing this last Scam-Arctica 3 one more time. I'm trying to call Duffy out to bring over his 90-minute documentary so we can look at it. And he hasn't showed up yet for some reason. I've called him out like 3 or 4 times. He's never come over. I mean, if you had actual proof of your claim, you'd come over and present it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, just like in the court of law. We study law. Mm-hmm. So, reasonable, you're making a claim. Now show me and show me how it works. Like, show me how that works. I mean, it's just like the moon's supposed to be its own light, right? But show me how that works in phases without some kind of a switch or some kind of circuit in there saying this or that. Today you got to do this. And the next day. And now, you got light coming from underneath in different directions, they were saying. Because the light, everybody's starting to notice that you can tell where the sun's at by that's how it shines its light off the fucking moon, and that's just the way it is.
I'm thinking it's definitely not a dusty rock. I can give you that much because you wouldn't get that kind of reflection, or even the inverse square law of light doesn't work in that process neither. Yeah, reflected light.
Well, I've done my test on that, and it's not cold. It definitely doesn't give off cold light.
Yeah, I'm not saying
I did that live.
Yeah, good. I've seen people do both, But anyway, I'm gonna get to this documentary right quick. Tell me what you think of it if you haven't seen this thing. It's kind of cool. But I mean, he's calling out Duffy too, and the fantasy island of Antarctica does not exist. It's manufactured on a map, basically. And with satellite imagery and stuff, supposedly, satellites, they're real. You got satellites in your neighborhood, Carl?
Nope. balloons. Yeah, I did film a balloon up here in front of the moon. So yes, yeah, and
Yeah.
not only that, the satellites they're little square boxes,
Yeah.
and they send up about 20,000 a day, and they go up about 10, 20,000 feet,
Yeah.
and they're little square boxes. That one landed in a friend of mine's backyard. He's got a picture of it
Oh,
right
nice.
down the street from me.
Cool. You had to go get that. Hey,
Oh,
hey,
they
Maria.
was there quick, knocking on the door. Hey, something. We need this.
Yes, I
Take
am saying
pictures
the
of it.
24-hour
So
sun in
yeah,
Antarctica isn't real. Yes, absolutely.
it's not because the moon tells me so. I know where the sun's at. You'll never see
Yeah.
looking south. You'll never ever see the shadows
Like-
coming directly out of the south from them.
Hey.
No, ever.
I want to say hi to Jeff. Hey, Jeff. All right, let's check this out right quick. I'm about 2/3 of the way through this video, so I'm gonna try to finish it off today. But I'm gonna be doing something different as of next week. I got a whole other idea we're gonna go through. This is kind of what FED is pushing to a point. They're pushing measurements, and we want to get measurements of over water, over land, so we can actually map the world out to a point and get a good idea of where we live. I think that's a good idea. I think we should do our own investigation with these things. And he's pointed out that their measurements don't work, so they only work in a calculation form. I want to get a distance so we can actually figure out how big the Earth is in some respect. Now, I don't want to know. I don't think we're going to be able to measure out the whole world. That takes forever. Oh, here we go.
Science or scientism and have no concern with the spiritual side of nature. Therefore, it is the least satisfactory of the two. Besides, while those who have used the geocentric astrology for many centuries have recorded their observations of the effects of the planets from that standpoint, there is very little of such empirical knowledge from the standpoint of the heliocentric system, which we would advise the inquirer to leave alone. In plain English,
This is their book.
even though scientism claims the realm is heliocentric, it doesn't work in reality, so we can't and don't use that useless rubbish. I received an email after parts 1 and 2 showing Lake Pukaki, Canterbury, New Zealand, at 4 a.m. on December 4th, showing how the sun was southeast before it visually rose in the east and then appeared to set southwest, like this, saying, all November rises south of
look,
east
it's Darren
and sets
Campanella.
south of west. When can I expect my apology? Never, I bet, since you have
What did he say here? Look at it. All November rises in the south.
Yeah,
Says-
I talked to a guy, Tony Drake. He'll
Yeah,
tell
I
you.
remember. I know.
He's on the Juris Society. He'll tell you straight up. The moon never goes south of him ever.
So that's a load of shit.
It's always to the north. It's always on the inside track, and that's why everybody thinks the moon. Like I said, it stays on the inside track, never goes south, and south of Australia, ever. It stays on the inside track, and it does a inside track and like tonight. It's it's closer to the North Pole now than normal. Okay, and that's why it's looking like it is. Okay, and then you'll see it go way to the south and be low to the horizon because it goes south, but it never goes further than New Zealand or Australia or nothing. It's always inside.
Yeah, I get you. And so Anthony Powell's he's got a 24-hour time lapse of the moon in South Emerson Scott Base. So that's a load of shit.
That's a load of shit.
Yeah. and
But-
this guy's calling Steve a load of garbage. Look at Jaron here. What the fuck? Well, Jaron's always been an upright citizen, isn't he? Nah. Look at
I'm
that.
gonna go back to the same thing, man. It's a contract.
Yep. I know what you're saying. They have to when they go the end. What do you call them? Those non-disclosure agreements. Yeah. If they're doing a movie, you have to sign those things. The legal contracts. Yeah. And that's a movie. It's not a documentary. TFE.
and that was the biggest deal when I was talking about it on Vic's channel.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, it's a contract. That's when Dave and Whitsitt both come on there. I know Whitsitt, man. I met him personally. I don't know he's.
Yeah, he ain't doing nothing.
You know, I remember when Kai, his wife, Kai. I remember when she was pregnant and all that good stuff. Man, you know, I'm the one that even told him about fasting.
Nice. Well, I've only talked to him twice in my life now. Not in person, always online.
I went to a personal, you know, baby shower.
Oh, nice.
So
and we're all connected with this TFE shit, though. I'm telling you,
we all are.
The worst thing that could ever happen. People are buying into it still. Some people actually just coming. TFE shut flat Earth down. Like, no, it didn't. What are you talking about, dude?
Like I said, you can say this, but you can't say that.
Uh huh. Now let's get back to the video real quick. He has some good points. Just watch where he shows where the sun is compared to where they say it is. You know, it doesn't match up. None of it does.
Proven yourself to be dumb as rocks, can you at least not say my name ever again, garbage human? A bit of the pot calling the kettle black from what I've heard, but that's none of my business. But you're right, I'm sorry. I apologize for falsely assuming you at least understood your own globe model enough where I didn't think I had to explain your fallacy to you like a child, so I will correct my mistake now. The heliocentric globe model says the sun is allegedly 109 times larger than the Earth, which looks great here.
Wow.
But allegedly 93 million miles away from Earth. Yet you won't find a single cartoon drawing on the internet that shows this in scale, because if the Earth has a diameter of 7,926 miles, then the Earth must be only 3 times that distance, or 23,778 miles away from the sun, when there should be 11,733 and a half of those yellow circles between, if ever drawn in scale. Not 3 of them. This ancient form of black magic is called neurographics, programming the brain through art. Thou shalt not make graven images. They do the same when they draw these cartoons, explaining why you can only see the top of a boat from a lighthouse point A to a boat at point D from 20 miles away, due to the Earth's alleged curvature, and hope you're too stupid to notice they drew nearly 1/8 of the total alleged Earth curve in the 20 miles between the two objects, and drew the boat.
Yeah, you know what the curve's supposed to be, everybody? Can you see it?
Yeah, and over 8 inches per mile square or whatever.
Yeah, over.
But you know the whole thing is I'm going to tell you, man. You got the P900. They say, oh, you can see out there 3 miles, blah blah blah. It's going over the curve. No, actually, you know that P900 or whatever telescope, P1000. It's when it's zooming out there and you can't see a boat and you bring one in, it's probably 6+ miles away.
Yeah,
that you're seeing it, not 3.
Yeah, I got a black swan that's 36 miles.
Exactly.
No, yeah,
Hey,
it's nuts. Yeah.
sorry to interrupt, Dr. Bass Ackwards. It's emotionally induced voltage ocean is what I had to type because I did it 3 different ways. I was just responding to his text and it ain't coming out right. But it's what I'm trying to tell you is when you type it into Google, it explains what I was talking about. Sorry, guys. I had to tell them.
The excuses they give us is refraction, but I mean, on Pablo's channel, he's got one clear, beautiful shot at 36 miles of a building with a light on it flashing, and it's not refracted up. He's
looking at that one island out there. It's 50 miles.
You
seen that one?
Any of that, dude, on their curve.
Oh, it's refraction, right? Yeah.
Of course, yes.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Number one excuse on the Globetard. Yes, refraction.
They got
refraction
/ it's a mirage.
Oh yeah, everything's mirage, dude. It's all a holographic projection in the air, looming above the horizon. Yes, that's how it works. They got a whole index to go with it. They got a whole citation they wrote out about 4 or 5 years ago after Mick West did his curve calculator for index refraction for the globe Earth. It's just nonsense, though, if you look at it. This is not real refraction, by the way. Snell's law actually is a completely different calculation. You got to go through it all. And you have to have two different mediums where the light's passing through to get a refractive effect like that. You have to have a solid, different change in medium. You have that complete change to get the refraction they're talking about. It's nuts, but yeah, they call it atmospheric refraction is the term.
Yeah, but just like I got you. There was this one guy. He told me after I was up on top of the mountain over here, and he said, "Yeah." He goes, during the winter. I was talking to him. He goes, "Yeah, during the winter, you can see 150 miles the mountains in that direction." I'm like, how is that possible?
Same thing up in Tennessee in his area, right?
Yep. How is that possible?
No, it's nuts
on a curve.
What's that? Say that again.
Oh, you got an observation up there, but you want to take one, don't you? Like it's 150 miles. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's right here on the Cumberland Mountain, and you can see across the Tennessee Valley, basically to Virginia. It's 170 miles away, and there's supposed to be like 8,000 feet of curve, and the highest mountain in the Smokies is 1,000 feet high.
It's all refracted.
The highest point is they renamed it something gap. I can't remember yet. It's like 60.
I've been to the Cumberland Gap. I know that place. And there's a place called Grasshopper Lake up there.
I'm right off of I-75 on the Cumberland Mountain, and it's only a 2,000 foot. There's an outlook right here, and it's 2,000 feet high. And at that height and distance, 170 miles is supposed to be 8,000 feet of curve. But like I said, like the Smoky Mountains, they only go 4,000 feet high.
No, it's right there in North Carolina, and it's fuck. I can't even think of the name of it now.
There's an outlook up there that you can see like what 5.
Yeah, it's over a mile high. It's like ooh. I'm telling you, man, it's like 62 something, 6280 or something like that. Yeah,
I'm sitting at a mile
6,000 feet. Well, I know that there's a Rogers Peak or something because I looked up all the elevations to the mountains. From what I can see across the Tennessee Valley. Yeah, there's a peak named after you, Roger.
Oh, nice.
And that's the one I'm aiming for, and it's like I can't like 4,000 feet or something. Anyway, nice. I'm just talking about the ridge right here on the valley that's separating, like that you could see, from my location.
Yeah.
I know there's higher peaks here or wherever, but the ones that I would be aiming for is 4,000. Okay.
There's one more thing they're missing out of this figure here, figure 36 or whatever it is. There's no accounting for one thing. You know what it is? It's the name of this channel. Perspective. Autographic view does not take into account perspective. I hate to tell you. That's where they derive their curvature from, because perspective and angular size change.
Is the highest point in Tennessee and has a 360.
Okay, is Clingman's Dome.
Clingman, I know that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's 6,643 feet above sea level. All right.
Yeah. What did you say? Sea level?
Yeah, above sea level. 6,643 above sea level.
Yeah. And what does level have? No part higher or lower than. How do you do that on a curve? Oh, level curves. I forgot. Never mind. They got tons of them, man. They just make shit up as they go along. Back to the video, guys. It should take me about another, I'd say 5 minutes. We'll be done with this thing.
Boat and lighthouse, thousands of miles too tall to scale of the drawn curve between. We all see and experience the sun's rays as fanning out in a pyramid, crepuscular like this, from a local nearby light source. Never like this, from an alleged burning space fireball, allegedly 109 times bigger than the Earth and 11,733 Earth diameters farther away from it. But since you can't have your cake and eat it too, you have to accept the sun's rays must be directly spread straight and evenly over the earth from that alleged size and distance and not crepuscular if you stick by your heliocentric globe model. Even though reality shows once again otherwise. It is well known and verifiable in all almanacs that the visible light in the sky we call the sun loops between the ecliptic belt between the outer yellow Tropic of Capricorn on the December 21st winter solstice into the red equator on March 21st, the spring equinox, then into the summer orange Tropic of Cancer on the June 21st summer solstice, and then back out to the red equator on the September 21st fall equinox.
Now, like the continents here, they're not projected properly in the southern part of the earth. They're not at first, but Brian's Logic redid the sizes on those things, and he's got them pretty much square as they are, and they do work. He even used the time zones to do it properly. He redid the whole grid basically. He remade the so-called azimuth. So, yeah, you can actually use it like a clock. It works, but I mean that's the only thing wrong with the Gleasons because Australia is not the proper size. Neither like the tip of the lower half of South America, Africa, stuff like that. And like New Zealand, the Aucklands, Tasmania, places like that, they're not the proper size, so they need to be remapped and set right. So, anybody want to fund me? I'll go out and I'll get some cartographers. We'll go travel to the Southern Ocean and we'll go remap the whole world. Anybody up for it? Chris? Earl? No?
Yeah, sure, man.
I'm gonna send
Yeah,
balloon up.
Yeah, let's load the ship up and go.
Yeah, man, I'm down for whatever.
Airship. We're on the
There you
airship.
go. Now you're talking. Yeah. Let's get us a blimp, man, and get out there. Well, I hope
Well,
we
you
go
know
get
what?
that December. So
I was reading a book on the law, and I could probably pull it up, maybe, but I don't want to lose where I'm at right now.
Oh, I missed Carl. Carl, I missed Ryan's last stream. I was working. I don't get to get on all his streams.
I got you.
He does a good job, dude. I like it.
But here's the deal. It says in there that the seas are open to anybody as long as you're not within the cannon fire of somebody's gun. If you approach them, it was something weird. I have to look that up.
It's probably
But it was in there.
anti-pirate.
Reading through it. It was crazy.
Nice.
But the seas are free and open.
Huh. So the maritime law doesn't really apply to ships necessarily.
No.
Do you care if I show him real quick what I was talking about, or do you want to finish this video?
Oh, go ahead. If you want to show it, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. Looks at your screen. Share. All right.
Chris Connolly sharing the stream.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to go on.
Okay.
PJ.
Right here where I'm at. This I-75 right here, and then Mount Rogers is right here, right? And this is approximately 170 miles. Mount Rogers is 5,729 feet, and then the Earth curve calculator, the eye height at Eagle Bluff Outlook, which is on the Cumberland Mountain, 170 miles away. There should be 8,800 feet of curvature, so it should be covered, you know. And the horizon. The horizon is supposed to be 54 miles away, but that'd be approximately similar right here. But anyway, yeah, this is Mount Rogers, Virginia. It's the highest peak all the way across, the valley here on this ridge. And I know what you're talking about. You're talking about a mountain somewhere in deeper, but right here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and why it should be behind the curve. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Right
got
here,
you. Yeah, we see way too far.
Eagle Bluff Rock, and then here's just an instant, here's a picture. You can see clear all the way down that whole entire valley. You know what
Well,
I'm
that
saying?
must mean
It's
the
just
horizon is
straight.
further than it should be, isn't it?
You
You're
you
not
can
looking
see.
down, you're looking across.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. You're looking all the way
I'm
across,
just saying.
all the way.
Oh,
Yeah. You can see all the way to Virginia from right here. In a P900, man, I don't know. It'd be cool to get some really distant fire pictures of that freaking thing. But you can go to, and there's another outlook over here on this side, on this mountain right here. It's a lot higher up. But there's an outlook here. But this is right behind my house. Like literally, I go there all the time. But yeah, that's what I was trying to get through to you. Mount Rogers over here. That would be my target, right over here in Virginia, because it's
I
5,000 whatever feet. But yeah, there should be 8,800 feet of curvature, which would totally cover the mountain. But like I showed you, that whole freaking there's no curvature. It says the horizon's 56 miles away. There is no horizon. It just goes infinite. It's infinite plane.
Yeah,
So anyway.
Yeah, you
I
just
get it.
can't see that far. And they'll say, "Oh, you can only see out there with your eyes at 3 miles." But then I'm but that's crazy because I see the Smoky Mountains out of Knoxville. They're 30, 40 miles away. It's like that ain't 3 miles.
Yeah, they'll come up with some kind of explanation, some bullshit explanation to tell you why you did see it. Oh, yeah, I've heard all kinds of crap, dude. None of
Definitely
none
not
of
3
it-
miles. That's for sure. I'm looking. You know, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you for instance. Like Neil was when he first got involved in flat Earth. Somebody told him to go up in a tree and you can see too far because of the curve. But he actually studied how the higher you go, your angular size, not your angle, but your what do you call it? The field of vision actually increases. So if you walk up in New York City and you walk up to the Empire State Building and look straight up at it. That's a straight linear distance, right? It's horizontal completely. You can't see the top of it. Why? If you're looking up, because your field of vision is obscured because you're too close to it. That's why you can't see. And you understand what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm going with that?
Yep.
There's no curve on the building, but it's just because of the size of the building. You're looking straight up. You can't see the top of the building, lay at the base of it. You're looking straight up at a flat building. Has nothing to do with curvature at all. It's just your field of vision. That's the only reason your vision gets obscured. Has nothing to do with curve at all. Nada. But, what do I know? That's the way your eyes work. Well, back to the video, guys. Ready? Go.
And back out again, looping like clockwork, out and in every year. Let's simply verify this for this guy and the cake eaters in the comments section who don't seem to get this fact. From wherever you are standing, your zenith is leaning back, cricking your neck, and looking directly above you at 90 degrees to see a heavenly luminary like the sun. Your altitude is what degree or angle between your horizon, 0 degrees straight across, and your zenith straight above your head. You see the heavenly luminary like the sun. Your azimuth is just pointing your compass to the north, there, drawing 360 degrees in a circle around you and seeing how many degrees clockwise around that circle the heavenly luminary you are looking at is relative to north. So from where this guy is standing, he is seeing the sun at 45 degrees altitude, halfway between looking straight up in the sky at his zenith directly above his head and looking straight out at his horizon across the flat ground, and his compass says north is there. So the sun is where the red arrow ends, 135 degrees east of north, clockwise, around the 360 degree circle around him. That's his azimuth. Pretty simple. So if the light we call the sun crosses over the Tropic of Capricorn on the December 21st winter solstice, everyone living directly under it should have to lean back and crick their neck up to their 90 degree zenith to see the sun straight overhead at their solar noon. And the same with the people living on the Tropic of Cancer on their June 21st summer solstice, and the same with the people living on the equator twice a year on both March 21st and September 21st equinoxes as the sun passes over them between the tropics. So the Tropic of Capricorn is at 232609 south latitude. And here is Rubyvale, Australia at 232509 south latitude. Just about 30 odd.
Hey, do you know you're near Rubyville? I don't know. That I ask. Nah. I'll wait.
Hey man, I did that that sun thing on June 21st last year. Okay, and it did the weirdest thing. How it moved. You know, I had like a protractor with a 10 centimeter thing, and it sticks in shadows, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so I was marking it I started like 6:47 in the morning or where it was. First sun came across, that 10 centimeter thing was flat all the way across my paper. All right. And it went off the edge of the paper. It could have went forever. I don't know. But anyway, I marked it and blah, blah, blah. Well, and I'm like, now I got to thinking about that. I was like, so, and then we had a lot of clouds and stuff. And I'm like, well, I can't do it this day. I couldn't do it that way. And I had something to do. So 2 weeks and a day went by, and it was on a Sunday, and I said, well, good, the weather's good, I'm going to do me another thing. And actually that day the sun went more straight east west more than the 21st of June.
And where it's in its circuit.
Whole different ball game as far as where the marker from the shadow went.
I bet you it would be a thing to time though. See how fast it's going. That's what Scott wants to do.
Well, I kind of did. I mean, every time I marked it down, put a dot on the paper, wrote the time down.
Nice. Cool.
Took pictures of it and everything.
That's what we need to do. We need to get out and measure these distances too in the process. And that way we can see how big the Earth is in a way. Yeah.
Like I said, did a whole different game 15 days later.
Damn. Don't take long, does it?
Yeah, it was more like that was the equinox and the summer.
And I don't think our calendars
instead of on the 21st, I think it was like seemed like because it should have went straight across according to if it was that time, and it didn't. It did, like I said, 15 days later compared to June 21st. That's
Weird.
all I'm stating.
Yeah,
I got it marked down.
Cool. Did you put it on your channel?
No, it was a Karen B thing, and I sent it to her.
Oh boy,
but I still got it. Well, no, that's the way they would have been reading things. I mean, so you know, it was a technical thing what they were doing, showing this or whatever. But yeah, and I even called in. I told her about it. I was like, something ain't right. It ain't doing what they say.
I did the same thing here. Okay. Almost. I just took a picture of solar noon, and I recorded the time. It's time stamped, and the sun was not at solar noon. You know.
Yeah, it was 15 minutes off.
Yeah. So I don't think our clocks are right. I don't think our calendars are right properly. None of it's set the way it should be. They rigged it there. It's all set at Greenwich time too. Well, I'm gonna play.
And I got stars stopping in the sky for 15 minutes.
That's a lot. Well,
what's up with that?
I don't know. Good question. I don't have all your answers, but yeah, you'd have to put it all together. You had to get people all over, and I think Nathan tried that once, way back in the day when he first got involved, and they were off in the southern part of the world with what the actual map said where the sun should be, like an hour off at some places. Yeah, it's weird. All right, let's play this. Now gonna go to bed after we watch this because I got to go babysit the grandkids in the morning. Fun times. They're all healthy now, though. It's good. I don't have to worry about getting sick.
miles only north of the Tropic of Capricorn. And sure enough, on their December 21st winter solstice, at their solar noon there, you can see that the sun is at 90 degrees zenith right above their head, as it should be. And the reason the sun is at 180 degrees south azimuth is because they are 30 odd miles north of the Tropic of Capricorn. So they have to turn around and face 180 degrees opposite their north compass bearing and then look up 90 degrees because the sun is actually 30 odd miles south of them as it travels overhead. Not any further south than that, as the cake eaters claim, or the altitude would be less than 90 degrees zenith if they had to look out at a farther away angle than straight over their heads. The inner or northern Tropic of Cancer is at 232609 north latitude. Here we have Ujjain, India at 231855 north latitude. So about 7 or 8 miles south of the Tropic of Cancer. So pretty much dead smack underneath it and on it. And sure enough, here on the June 21st summer solstice in Ujjain, at their solar noon, the sun is at 90 degrees zenith just above their head, as it should be, and 0 degrees north for their azimuth, because they are just dead south of the Tropic of Cancer, so they have to look north 7 miles and then straight up over their head. And lastly, obviously the equator is 0 latitude, and here we have Nzamileke, Africa, just 2 miles north of the equator, at 00149 north, and sure enough, on the March 21st equinox at solar noon, 90 degrees zenith above their head, 0 degrees azimuth, and remember, this has to match the September 21st equinox, and sure enough, 90 degrees zenith right above their head, 0 degrees north azimuth. I will even go back to Ruby Vale, Australia before and after the December 21st winter solstice and show you. From December 1st through the 17th, you can see the altitude angle in the sky at solar noon keeps rising or getting higher in the sky, meaning the sun is coming from the north equator and getting closer and closer in south latitude to them each day. Hence looking higher and higher in the sky to see it. Then boom, it sits there at 90 degrees zenith right above their heads from December 18th to the 25th, and then starts to go back down again in altitude, meaning back north towards the equator again, not more south. Again, Cake Eater himself rightly said in parts 1 and 2, what happens in latitude stays in latitude. Every single place on that latitude, all the way around the earth, is the exact same daylight on that day. Meaning on each of these latitude lines on the days I just showed you, or any latitude lines in between them, on any day in between them, everyone living under that same latitude line or on it has to have the light in the sky called the sun go directly over their head at 90 degrees zenith on that day. If these guys have to look straight up to see the sun in November or early December, then so do these guys and so do these guys. The same goes for anyone else on any same latitude line the sun is passing over on any given day. So here's what Cake Eater doesn't understand. At Lake Pukaki, New Zealand on December 4th, the sun's rising and setting angles are relative to the sun's position at Lake Pukaki's solar noon, where people there point a compass to due north, and they'll know it's solar noon when the sun is directly between them and the North Pole on their compass needle. Those angles are not relative to Lake Pukaki's geographical location on the ground itself. It does not mean the visual sun was straight overhead Lake Pukaki at 90 degrees zenith on December 4th and literally came from the southeast below New Zealand's latitude line and set southwest below New Zealand's latitude line. as this blatant neurographic falsely misleads the unthinking person by design. I'll prove it. On December 4th, the sun has not yet made its way down to the Tropic of Capricorn line 2 weeks later. It is still a little north of it, where the red zones are. Here is Swakopmund, Namibia, just slightly south of where the sun should be crossing over directly overhead on December 4th at 22:40:35 south latitude. And sure enough, on December 4th, the solar noon azimuth is 0 north, just north of them barely, and the altitude for solar noon is 89.6 zenith, just slightly north of above their heads. Later that same exact day, the sun passes just north of Rio de Janeiro at 22:54:35 south latitude. As you can see, December 4th, solar noon 0 degrees north of it at 89.4 degrees north of them, not quite zenith overhead. What happens in latitude stays in latitude. The sun cannot pass over Lake Pukaki way down here on December 4th, as this neurographic claims, and then magically teleport north and pass over Australia, Swakopmund, and Rio later that same exact day, while impossibly setting southwest of Lake Pukaki at the exact same time. And it doesn't. Had Cake Eater simply bothered to open the rest of the day between the red sunrise and sunset times and directions, he'd see on December 4th at Lake Pukaki's solar noon, the sun azimuth was north of Lake Pukaki, as it should be, and its altitude angle in the sky was way up north of Lake Pukaki and lower in the sky at only 68 degrees north, not 90 degrees azimuth straight above their head. Here, right where it should be and has to be, on its way across that latitude line with the others. But obviously what he's really confused about as a Globie is this. How is the sun rising at azimuth 120 degrees east-southeast and setting azimuth 237 degrees west-southwest? One of many combined reasons for this is because those angles have nothing to do with Lake Pukaki's geographical location on the ground, because the visual sun is nowhere near Lake Pukaki at solar noon on December 4th, as I've shown. It's over 1,472 miles north of it, north of even the Tropic of Capricorn. They have partly to do with the rise and set angles relative to where
The best way to draw this out for people is you got to draw a flat circle, and you can actually do the azimuth map, like the Gleasons. That way you can actually see where the sun is actually in its circuit. What you're looking at in the sky is a 3D representation of what the azimuth shows. But yeah, it doesn't do what they say it does on their globe. It's supposed to do, that's what they think it does. But what it's actually doing, you look at an azimuth, you'll see exactly what the sun circuit is. It's not really that complicated. If you want to draw it out and do it in a Blender simulation, you could do it. I'm pretty sure. But they modeled it the way they did it because they're sun-centric. So. Sad, though. Am I about
sun is at Pukaki's solar noon, which is way up here in latitude where it has to be, nowhere near Lake Pukaki on the ground. Make note, December 4th, 5:50 a.m. sunrise, 1:29 p.m. solar noon, 9:09 p.m. sunset. Well, there's Lake Pukaki, New Zealand. The sun is here at their 1:29 p.m. solar noon, and when the sun sets for them at 9:09 p.m. on December 4th, the sun is provably up here just north of the Tropic of Capricorn and just east of Madagascar, nowhere near west-southwest of Lake Pukaki, New Zealand. And then they have their night. And then when the sun is finally here, still north of the Tropic of Capricorn and just off the west coast of South America, is when it rises at 5:50 a.m. the next day for Lake Pukaki. Again, nowhere near east-southeast of New Zealand. Imagine the mental gymnastics it takes to claim that on the same day everyone on this orange line is provably seeing their solar noon sun at 90 degrees zenith right above their heads. The sun really actually rose southeast of Lake Pukaki, New Zealand, shot up to the Tropic of Capricorn to give everyone in Australia their zenith solar noon, shot way back down here to give New Zealand their south-southwest sunset before slamming on the brakes, shooting way back up here so Africa can have its zenith solar noon, then shot way down south of Antarctica so that Rothera, 4 degrees longitude west of Vernadsky, could have its 2:10 a.m. sunrise in UTC plus 3 time zone first, loops backward so it can give Vernadsky in its UTC plus 3 time zone sunrise second, despite being 120 miles east of Rothera, then shoots all the way up here so Rio and everyone on that line in South America can have their 90 degrees zenith solar noons, slams on the brakes at New Zealand sunrise, then shoots way down south so it can rise southeast of Lake Pukaki, New Zealand the next day and do it again. Well, if the sun allegedly moves because the Earth spins towards it, to follow that absurd path every day, the Earth would have to constantly wobble violently south to north, north to south, stop spinning several times, go backward once a day, and we'd all be dead from non-stop cataclysmic tidal waves.
Nice.
Then they hit you with some really strange cake eater logic and say it's the Earth's 23-degree tilt that is causing it. At least they acknowledge the sun moving between the tropical ecliptic belt, but while in the one breath, they allege the sun is 109 times larger than the Earth, 93 million miles away, and its rays are direct, in the other breath, those rays magically concentrate in a narrow belt in the middle and spread out over a wider area at the top and bottom. And so in September and March, when the Earth is on the side of the alleged orbit, that narrow belt shines right over the equator, and that's why those people see the sun 90 degrees zenith straight overhead, but not everyone else, though, from the same 93 million miles away, also with direct rays. But then in June, the tilt is facing the sun, and the narrow area hits above
Carl,
the equator at the northern.
quick question for you. Are you there?
I can hear you. I'm here. So
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask about like when he does his photography. Does it look like it's 93 million miles away when you take a picture of the sun? I think you might have.
it doesn't look like it with my own eyes, just the divergent sun rays through the clouds. It looks super close.
I think
Super,
it probably
super
is a
close.
lot closer than 93 million miles away. So then
Very
again,
local.
oh, good God. Anyway, I'm going to end it here, guys.
All right, man.
There was something else I was going to do. I want to be covering celestial navigation, just like actual celestial navigation. We're going to go through there's a couple of decent like mainstream videos that show how celestial navigation actually uses a flat planar surface to work with. So I want to get into the measurements, and I want to apply it to like distances and stuff. See if we could actually use it utility wise. I want to get in. I've done a couple of shows on it, but it usually gets strung out because it's kind of a process. If you use a sextant to do celestial navigation, there's several different processes you have to go through to get your fix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's kind of cool. I want to bore the pants off people. What do you think?
All right, man.
Or,
I say if you're interested in it, well,
I'm not just interested.
Interesting to hear what you get to say about it.
Yeah, I think it was like closer to like around 2015, 2016. I think people were getting it and starting to use sextants and stuff, and finding like they were interested in it. You know, you ever use one?
No.
I've got a quadrant. It's not like a sextant exactly. It's close. It's got a mirror, horizon mirror and stuff. You can, but you can't get the same distances that you can with a nautical marine or a marine sextant. So, quadrants are made single points.
I'm not really a mariner. I've never had to do that. I mean, I've been in the army and did some basic compass navigation. That's about as far as I go.
That's enough, man. Basically, if you utilize it, you realize you have to have a flat horizon to use it, don't you? To get your fix, to find your 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So, anything
yeah, Maria,
interesting going on in your life?
Not really. I just finished up that big job, and now I got
How'd that work
time
out?
off work, and exhausting. Of course, work, labor, not fun.
No, it's never fun.
Sweat, dirty,
I don't mind
disgusting,
sweating.
tired, sleepy, work, home, sleep, over and over. Yep,
I
not
see
very fun.
Lightning's in here. I see Lightning. I didn't see him. And who else is in here? Flat Earth and NZ. I say hi to everybody. Hey, Mustang. Hey, Maria. I said hi to Maria already. Oh, yeah. Heron did a stream. You should go over and check it out. She's calling
Yeah.
out Dave Weiss on something. I don't know.
Oh, she did one on StreamYard, and it was me and was it dang, why can't I think of his name all of a sudden? But yeah, we hung out and talked on her stream for a bit. It was like this past week.
Nice.
Has she done one since? Like
Well, she just put out a video. Is what it looks like.
oh, okay.
It's about Dave Weiss. Is what it looks like.
It's who Scott Level Realms in a band with. I don't know why I'm not thinking his name. He does the ending theme song for Sandy Diva.
Oh, you're talking with Super Sidewinder?
Yeah, me Super Sidewinder was on Heron stream.
Nice.
Her last live stream. I haven't seen her video upload. No.
I'm trying to remember where Super is at. I'm trying to remember his location. It's in my head somewhere, so I can't remember. But yeah, he's doing more music now. Is what's happening?
No, I don't know. He played, I don't know, a banjo or something, I guess, when we were
Nice.
on the stream with her a little bit towards the end.
I can't argue with that. I like good banjo.
I mean, that's their thing. They're instrument players, and
yeah, they're band members. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know much about that.
Well, I'll be doing at least 2 more streams, probably in the next couple of days, and I'm going to put together a nice presentation with the Celestial Navigation. If you ever heard of Mitchell from Australia, have you?
I think so. I think I've heard of that name.
Yeah, he does a thing like all flat Earth school. He showed how perspective worked originally, and he broke down how a sextant actually works. And he had a couple of black swan moments. He did. And he broke down the Foucault's pendulum. I've done that too.
I've heard him. I've seen him a few times, but I don't know him well.
Oh yeah,
I know
and
you're talking about.
Cubby's put out a couple of new shorts too, especially with chemtrails. And it's funny. He's like, "Look, Artemis 2 is launched to the moon," and she's filming a chemtrail go across the sky.
Yeah, I did see a post. He says something like "It's happening again, folks," or something like that. Something just like a little picture. So I don't know what he said, but yeah, I did see the chemtrail thing he was
got 3 or
posting
4
about,
of
and he did a live stream. I missed his most recent. He was streaming from like a barn. There was like a lot of sunshine in his face. Look all sunburnt.
Yeah, I think it's out in his garage out back. by my house.
Yeah. I missed that one, but I seen that he did do a stream.
Yeah.
Recently.
All right, well, gentlemen, I'm gonna go to sleep. I got to get up and go watch the grandkids in the morning. Carl, thanks for coming in. If you're still here with us, if not, he probably fell asleep. I kind of nodded off on Sob streams earlier. I missed like 15 minutes. So like, what happened? I was like set up and I'm answering questions that he's talking about. Okay, yeah. I hope he muted me. Yeah, his streams are becoming more interesting every day, and he's getting a lot of views, dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's off to him, dude. Yeah, and I eventually we're going to put together a network of our own. I hope, that way we don't have to worry about YouTube or anything else. We can just go and do our thing over there without censorship. We don't have to worry about trolls neither. We can handle that stuff from the inside of the server. You know what I mean? If you're going to put a platform on here, you can't troll other people's channels. We'll let you do like your own viewpoint. If you want to come over and promote globe shit, I'm pretty sure you can. Or if you want to come over and present, mainstream politics, go ahead, knock yourself out, but you're gonna get your ass pulled apart. I can tell you that right now. Oh, I want to play out with a song.
Alrighty.
All right, gentlemen,
See
ladies.
you guys later. I've seen everybody.
Are you going to do anything? Any videos or anything? You going to cover lightning again? You try to do that?
No, I did a live stream earlier today. I ended up talking with Derek about basically God, religion for a little bit.
Unitarianism. I know he's on that kick. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I have my own opinion on it, and you know exactly. I'm a Trinitarian. I don't have. Have problems with Unitarians. There's definitely a problem with it. Yeah.
We just talked about general things about our experiences, and it wasn't like the flat Zoe Trinitarian versus Unitarian. No, it wasn't nothing like that. We just got involved in a natural conversation and go with the flow type thing. I started out talking about the realm, and well, eventually we just went with the flow and started getting into religion and stuff. But yeah, I plan on streaming again. I don't have anything scheduled, but cool. I'll be streaming. I'll
be keeping my eye out for you, dude.
Trying to keep.
I don't get notifications like I should, and nobody does, do they? And do you get all the notifications you really want? Hell no. So if we get our own little platform going, we won't have to worry about that kind of stuff. We can set up notifications for whoever,
If you get bored, you can always go and watch them back. So they're there. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I watched that big tech dude for a minute. Oh, Maria's telling me something in the chat. Sorry. Well, guys, good night. I'll see you next stream. I'll set one up probably either tomorrow night, and then one probably the day after, maybe. All right. Good night, guys.
All right. See you.
Don't comply.
Listen!